Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was closer last week, so I wasn't sure. Lots
I
of
think they've been
changeover.
bouncing back and forth, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Well, I'll see you for September then.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, I think I'm gonna be working on the ACF in November, so I'll be back for that too.
What's ACF?
The Accessible Community Forum.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And there is a few people in the waiting room, so I'll just go ahead and let them know.
Yeah, we'll let them in and then maybe we'll just wait a minute and a half or so and then we can start the video.
Yeah, totally.
Perfect. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going?
How are you doing?
I'm excellent.
Good.
Yeah.
The lift on my pool is finally fixed.
Sorry, which?
The lift on the pool at the health club that I use has been
Oh,
broken
cool.
for 2 months.
Oh, they finally fixed it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I actually didn't know it was broken. But I'm glad it's fixed. I'm sure you still have good weather too. So, or is it indoors?
No, it's outdoors.
It's outdoors.
Yeah.
But you probably use that almost year round, eh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, so I mean, I used a different pool when it was broken, but it wasn't convenient or close by or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Now you can get back to your convenient swims, which are so good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Hi, Janice. How are you?
Good. I'm just getting organized.
All right. We could probably start the video when you're ready, Nicole.
I'll get that started now.
It's opportunities for people. ConnecTogether creates opportunities for people living with disabilities by providing information, resources, and programming geared towards greater inclusion and quality of life. Check out some of the programs we offer through our online learning platform, ConnecTogether, including our Service Mondays, where we highlight a local organization or initiative. Wednesday Chair Yoga with Bobby Seal-Kobiski. Thursday Adapted Fitness with Megan Williamson. Friday Rotating Dance Classes hosted by Janice Lawrence and Joanne Cuff. And other initiatives, including presentations by the Disabled Independent Gardeners Association's Growable program, and our Perspective series. Check out our updated programs calendar on our website, connectra.org, or find us on Facebook at ConnecTogether Society.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicole.
Go ahead.
All right, everybody. Welcome. It's Thursday, noon, working out with Megan. I'm with Ocean Rehab and Fitness, although everybody in here I see already knows me. So we're going to get started. Today's feature is going to be focusing on posture and core. Okay, and the big focus with core is that it's not just what we think of as like the stereotypical six-pack that we see running along the front of the body. Your core is also your glutes, your hip flexors, and the entire trunk. So we're going to be working on a lot of that today. The things that we're going to need. So bands. Okay, so have a few bands at your sides if you have options. If you don't have a band, you can use stretchy pants, yoga pants, like tights, something like that. Different options is good because we're going to be doing different variations of things. Something light that you can hold, but light meaning you can probably use a bit of weight up to 3 pounds if you'd like. If you have a bender ball, that's fine. You can use your bender ball. But if you have something that, if you're used to using more weighted stuff for core, you might want to have like a 2 or a 1 or a 2 or a 3 pound dumbbell nearby as well. And then you kind of have options, or a water bottle or a soup can, anything like that. It doesn't have to be weights. If you don't have a ball, it could be anything that just grips nice. So a stuffed animal, I don't know, anything really that's just small, even like, yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of right now. Stuffed animal. Just make sure it's not such a small ball that your hands are touching. We want to have a little bit of space for your shoulders. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to use is our trusty dowel. So something that I did see someone once use this. It wasn't a dowel, but it wasn't quite long enough. So really make sure that you're using something that is wider, longer than your shoulders. We don't want to be really tight in here. We want to make sure that we have the option of going a bit longer or wider. Okay, yeah, nice, Doreen. Good. And that is all we're going to be using today, and our beautiful bodies. So optional for those of you, just to set up here, for those of you that can sit away from the back of your chair, go ahead and do that. Place your feet nice and flat, either on the floor or on your foot plates. And I want to see a nice long trunk. If that's not an option and you're maybe in a wheelchair or you're sitting in a scooter or something, you might want to put something behind your back. So if I was like sitting here on my couch, I might want to do this and place something so that I have a little more trunk support and I can sit a little bit taller. Okay, so optional, but just the goal is to try and get as long as we can, and that's fine. Okay, so go ahead and do that. We're going to start with some nice deep breathing so we can get into the body. I'm going to close my eyes. Feel free to copy me if you'd like. If you're uncomfortable with that, you can keep looking. Okay, and we're going to have one hand on our belly, and we're going to take one hand and just bring it to the chest. And we're just going to find stillness. Okay. And we're just breathing. I'm not going to give any direction right now. I just want you to feel what your body does when you just ask it to breathe. Okay, we're going to do 5. Once again, don't worry about what it looks like. I just want you to notice what your body automatically does without any direction. Okay, probably about 2 more. Okay, don't open your eyes yet. Just now I want you to start focusing on expanding your belly when you breathe. So as you inhale, I want you to think of a balloon being blown up deep in your belly. So it blows up and it expands all around. So 360 expansion. And then as you exhale, you can gently feel that balloon deflating. We're going to do 5 here. So if we're really focusing on that belly breath and that expansion of that balloon, there shouldn't be a whole lot of movement on your chest right now. So we're not chest breathing. We're trying to get deep into the belly. Okay, last one. Keep your eyes closed. And now I want us, for these last 5 breaths, I want us to all focus on slowing the breath down. So half time. So on your inhale, I want you to count to 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. And I want your exhale to be 5. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is significantly slower than most of us breathe. Okay, here we go. Inhale up. 1. And exhale for 5. Inhale. Exhale for 5. Inhale. Exhale for 5. Still working through the belly only. And last one, inhale for 4. And exhale for 5. Good. Now bat your eyes open. I want you to try and maintain that breath work as best as you can while we do our cat counts. So we're going to tuck the chin, nice and slow breathing as we go down. 4 counts. Rounding in the spine. Take a deep breath at the bottom. Slowly coming up, 4 to 5 counts for everything. Okay, hands are going to go behind you or at your sides on something that's stable, and use that floor, or sorry, that floor, I was looking at Janice. Use the chair, whatever it is you're sitting on, and push away to get that chest nice and lifted. And you're pushing your heart up to the ceiling. Deep breath here. And we're going to do that again. Tucking the chin, rounding in the spine. Take a deep breath, inhale or exhale, 4 to 5 counts. All the way down. Take a deep breath here to transition. Slowly rolling up. Use your hands to walk up onto your lap if you need it. Hands on the surface of whatever you're sitting on, or behind you, or at your sides. Reach your heart to the ceiling and arch your back, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Expose that throat. Deep breath here. And we're doing this again 2 more times as a group. Tucking that chin. Deep breath. Deep breath at the bottom. Inhale or exhale. Transition, slowly coming up, rounding, rolling up as tall as you can in that spine. Hands beside you or behind you. Reach that heart to the ceiling, shoulder blades in your back pockets, and lift that chest, expose the throat. Deep breath here, in or out. We're going to do 1 more. And tucking that chin, rounding in the spine, nice and smooth. Deep breath here. Slowly rolling up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Hands behind you, reach that heart to the ceiling, lift that chest up. Expose the throat, shoulder blades down and back. Deep breath here. Good. Now we're going to do a rotation. So we're going to rotate. You can use your hand on your thigh or on the armrest if you'd like, and just use it to get leverage to rotate over. So when I do that, my hips don't move. I'm not doing any like shifting in the hips. It's here. We're just doing that to rotate through the belly button height. And we're going to be here for 30 seconds. So no one should be looking at the monitor. We're all looking over our shoulder. And we're breathing. If you can't breathe in this twisted position, it just means we're a little too twisted. So just undo the twist slightly. And slowly coming back to center. Nice. Other side. Hips don't move. Still in that same spot. Ooh, crack, rotate. You might get some little cracks out of your spine. That's fine. And deep breath here. Lifting in that chest. We don't want to round down. And coming back to center. Awesome. Big shoulder rolls. We're going to come back 1. So biggest thing I see on this is that people want to do these chicken things with their arms. Okay. So it's not arms. You want to think shoulders only. So it's like you're going to, if you had dangling earrings on, you would touch your earrings with your shoulders or even your earlobes. You're trying to get so big in that circle. Good. So arms do not wing out to the sides. And other way, coming forward, nice and big, just those shoulders moving. And 3. And awesome. Now we're going to do a head circle. So half head circle. It's like you're leading with the nose. Reminder on this one, nothing is moving but the neck. So we're still sitting nice and tall. If we're not tall on this, we won't be hitting those same muscles in the neck. We won't get the same effective stretch. Okay, and good. 2 more here. Last one, and then we'll go into some tipping. And good. Eye gaze comes forward. We're going to tip the ear to the shoulder. Come on up. Make sure your chin is facing forwards the whole time. So this can be a really tight area for people. And what that means is the body finds a better way to do it, or thinks it's better. So it starts to take the chin to the side. And I'm asking you to have your chin forward. So you'll really feel that stretch right along that lateral side of the neck. You might notice like, wow, my chin is moving. Everybody, most people, that's the default, because this can get really tight right here. Right, and tip. Awesome. And now last one, we're going to go straight up. So up, center, and then grab something with your chin and then center. So we're not hanging the head down. We're actually grabbing, like you're going to make a sexy double chin and then grab. Yeah. Way different than just letting your head hang. Okay, 2 more here. And awesome, good. And now we're going to reach up and over. So reach, if you want support, feel free to put your elbow or your hand down on something, and you're going to reach and expose that armpit to the ceiling. So we're trying to get this section right here all the way up. We don't want to round this way. Try and stay up and over. So it's really helpful to have your other hand on something. And then we go to the other side. So reach up and over, support, expose that side body. You might even feel this deep into the hip, right? And coming up, and we reach. Good, everybody. Deep breath here. Remember that deep breathing we did at the beginning? Are we still doing it? Little reminder. Reach. And awesome. Switch. Nice, everybody. 3 more here. And 2. Oh, that feels good today. And again, 3. And excellent. Okay, we're going to take a hand out. Let's get some wrist work going in. 1, nice and big. Keep that arm nice and still. So the only joint that we're working on and moving is this wrist. 4. Nice and slow, nice and smooth. 10 in one direction. And good, other way. 1. Eight, 9, other side, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and again, other way. 1, 2. Awesome. 4, get out any Rice Krispies or cracks you might have. If it doesn't hurt, it's fine. That's what we're doing. We're adjusting things a little bit, getting some blood flow. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to pick up imaginary sand. So it's like we're going to pick up imaginary sand We're going to squish it as hard as we can. I want to see white knuckles. And then you're going to flick, pretend like there's water on your fingertips. And I want you to flick the water across the room. I want it to hit me in the face. Okay. Pick it up. Squeeze. And then flick the water into the screen. Nice. And again, pick it up. So nice, powerful hold, squeeze, like a little kid squishing sand and it falls out or comes out all the little holes. And then flick. 3 more. That flick should be super powerful. And squeeze. You want to make nice big splash. And flick. Splash the water. 2 more. Big pickup. Squeeze. Hopefully your nails aren't too long like mine. Digging into my hands. And flick. Last one. Big pickup of that sand. Squeeze. White knuckles. And flick. Beautiful, everybody. Okay. We're going to get into a bit of a hinge practice. So there's a few versions we can do with this. I'll just demonstrate the seated version. So you can transition, Janice, if you wanted to do this one against the wall, you could, standing. Okay, so version 1 is if we need a little bit of assistance in our trunk. So if you're somebody that maybe if you do this, you'll fall forward. This might be your version. So you're going to sit nice and tall, just like that nice erect spine that we established at the beginning in our breathing. And you're going to let your hands either slide forward or you're going to walk your hands forward to maintain that spine. And I'm at the angle here so you can see. So there's a difference between slouching forward and keeping that long spine. You'll go until you can't go anymore. So notice it's coming from my hips. There's like a crease here, right? Hinging. And then from there, you're going to think of leading with the nose first to come up, and you can walk your hands back if you need to. Okay, that's version 1. So sliding down, hinging. Everybody, no matter what version you're doing, is leading up the nose and then come up. Okay, version 2 is with the dowel. This is if you're able to do this and not fall forward, generally. Okay, so you're going to have the dowel, press it into your chest, lift that heart. And now you're going to do the same action, but now you don't have the help of your hands. So if you pull that dowel in close to you, it's actually going to help you maintain that spine shape. And then think of leading with the nose to come up. Good. Just like we're bowing to the now fallen queen. All the way forward, coming down. Okay, keeping that chest lifted. So that's what this dowel pulling is going to help you with. And then coming up. Nice. And then again. Okay, so that's version 2. Once again, if you want to do that standing at a wall, if we've gone over it before, go ahead and hit that. Version 3 is anybody that wants a little more challenge. Version 3 is with the arms above your head, and you're doing the same action, but you have to keep that arm extension the whole time. Okay, so I'll demonstrate here, and we're all going to do 10 as a group. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So hinging at the hips, bowing to the queen across the room. Okay, and then we lift through the nose first to come up. So every time you come up, you almost want to think of getting taller. Okay, reach, bow. Eyes just go for the ride. So you might be looking at the floor about here. And then as you come up, you'll be looking across the room. Okay. This just keeps our neck neutral. And come on up. Awesome. And again, hinge. And come on up. Beautiful. And again, this is 5. And come on up. And again. Okay, last 4 here. Nice and long in that neck. Bowing to somebody across the room. Reaching tall through the crown of the head. Hinge again. Awesome. Last 2 here, everybody. If you start to feel any work in your like low back here, that's good. That's actually what we're working. That's part of your core. Okay. Make sure that you're keeping that abdominal engagement. So we want to think of that breathing we were doing. Just be aware of that belly on the exhale sinking in towards your core center. So almost like the deflating of the balloon. Okay, awesome. From there, we're going to do a kayak. I feel like I'm going to hit my computer. There we go. So we're going to do a kayak, and then overhead. 1, 2, whoops, and then overhead. Okay, we're doing all the same direction. So I'm always going up to the right. And then at 30 seconds, we're going to switch and go the other way to the left. Okay, we're on the clock. We're going to do 1 minute worth. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Rotate, rotate, up, back to the right. Rotate, up, and again. 2, and boom. Over, over, up, and over, over, up. There I go, hitting my PC. That could be bad. Up, over, over. Keep going while I move my thing back. That's it. Keep going. Over. We're still in the 30-second mark. This is your last one. Now we're going left. 1, 2, go left. Make sure you're driving deep into the floor or the imaginary water line with your dowel. Up and up. 15 seconds left, everybody. Everyone's spine should be as tall as possible. And again, almost there. And time. Awesome, beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to do these again. So I'm just going to demonstrate facing this way this time. 10 hinges, and then we're going back to a minute of our kayak with the overhead. Okay. If you didn't like the version you were doing and you want to change it, that's fine, but just stay within your ability limits. So whatever is going to give you the most benefit, right? So if something was feeling a bit easy, you might want to try the next version. Okay. And it's okay to go backwards as well and regress to a different version, because then you're going to get more out of it. Okay, here we go. So I'll demonstrate just with the middle version again. Okay, pulling into your chest, reach that heart up, and we hinge, bowing to the queen across the room. And then think of getting taller. We're doing 10 of these. And hinging. Okay, there's a reason why we're pulling that dowel into our chest. So we don't want to let it go and get it out here. Make sure it's still pressing against you. Awesome. Last 4, everybody. And last one. And beautiful. Okay. I'm going to start leading left first, just because that's what I didn't do last time. Totally up to you, but at 30 seconds, we're going to switch it. 3, 2, and go. 1, 2, and up, going the same way you came. Nice and big. No wiggle parties in the hips. Really rotating through the trunk. Okay, rotate. Awesome, everybody. Almost at halfway, you're going to change directions here. Ready, switch, and leading the other way. Up, keep moving. Make sure the dowel's hitting right above your head. I don't want to see us not getting up there. So even if you're not as quick as me, I still want you to spend the time to get your arms fully extended. Last 10 seconds. Breathing. Last one here. And time. Beautiful. Okay, set that aside. Get a sip of water. We're going to move on. 30 seconds, and then we will move on. Okay, any questions or comments, feel free to write in the chat. All right, so this next one, we're going to start with your band, preferably on the lighter side if you have multiple bands. Okay, this one we're going to be doing, I call it a sword pull, okay, or John Travolta's Staying Alive. I think this was up for debate, what we're going to call this one, but on the website, Ocean Insider Club, it is called a sword pull. All right, here we go. So we're going to have it anchored to one hip. So however you need to do that, whether it's wrapping it around and just holding it here, or maybe just pressing it down, or maybe you want to anchor it to your armrest, whatever is best, okay? We are going to have the palm up for this other one. So some people get quite confused with this. You're just going to hold your palm open and you're just going to lay the band on top and then grab. That's it. So none of this fancy flipping stuff. Okay, that can be really hurtful to the wrist. So really just simple in the palm of the hand, and then just close your fist. I'm hitchhiking on that side. Okay, so we're going to come in, and it's like you're going to pull something through, like a sword out of your pocket. So by doing that, I'm leading with this elbow. So I'm elbow first, and then pull, hitchhike. You can see my thumb, it's up. And then take it the same way you went down. So elbow leads, hitchhike, bring it back down, and then down. Elbow up, okay? So we're gonna do 15 on one side, and then we're gonna set up and switch for the other side. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Elbow leads, hitchhike, and to the hip. Make sure you're also bringing that hand all the way as far as you can over to that side. Okay, tension is up to you, but you have to last, if you can, for 15. So that might mean you lighten it up a little bit, or maybe you just try where you're at and tighten it next time. But just know that you can change that tension. It just depends on the tightness of your band, right? Breathing, it's quite a few today. We usually do 10 of these, so we're getting a little into more of those endurance stabilizing muscles today for the shoulder, which is all very much linked to posture, which is part of our theme. 2 more. Thumb is up. And awesome, good. Okay, other side. So now I'm going to loop with the other hand. This left hand is open, the palm. I'm just going to put the band inside like so, close my fist, hitchhike. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Elbow leads, thumb up, bring it down across. Okay, also watch that we're taking the thumb to the ceiling, to the corner. We're not down here. We're not right up to the head, right? It's right to the corner. So just like Staying Alive. I think some of us in here, you probably watched that when you were younger. John Travolta, one of his best movies, in my opinion. Good. And up. Over halfway, everybody. And last 3, keep that breath going. 2, keep the neck long. Last 1. And awesome, good. So if 15 is a lot, don't worry, you don't have to do 15. You can just go to the number that is like your fatigue number. And when I say fatigue number, I don't want it to look like a big hot mess by the end. We should still have a really nice frame of form. So when you start feeling that form is kind of getting lost, that's your number. We want to hit kind of maybe 1 or 2 reps before that happens, okay? All right, go ahead and grab your object, the light object, whatever it might be. I'll show you what it is, and then if you want to use a weight, that's fine. So we're going to be doing wood chops here, okay? So there's a few different ways we can do wood chops. Sometimes I accentuate the throw. So sometimes I really want you to throw and then reset. Sometimes I get us to do throw. Okay, today is more about fluidity. So I just want us to be consistent. So I almost want you to imagine there's a little trampoline here and here. And it's literally being bounced off the edges. We're bouncing off each trampoline. So it's just really consistent. There's no power one way. It's just very like a circular motion. Okay, 15 and then 15. So these movement qualities really matter. So make sure that we're really embracing the movement quality that we're focusing on today. Here we go. 3, 2, imagine those trampolines. Bounce, 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 bounce. Last 5, 1, 2, bounce, 3, bounce, 4, bounce, other side. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. We are not taking a long rest today. 6, stay tall. 8, no wiggle parties in those hips. Feet are flat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, last one in this series. We're going to do 3. It's quite long. 2 versions. Version 1, which is stage 1. Hands are going to be down at your sides, palms open. Okay, and I don't mean in front of you. I mean right at your side. So even if you have armrests on your chair, I would either lift them up to get them out of the way, or if it doesn't cause you to do this, you could just have your arms out to the sides in front of them. Okay, if you're going to do this one standing, you need to have a slight bend in your knees. Okay, nice and tall. I want you to think of collapsing into one rib cage. So it's as if I was going to collapse into one side, and I'm going to reach down with that arm and then come on up. Other side. And then come on up. Okay, so this is version 1. Notice I'm not crumpling this way, right? I'm in like 2 sheets of glass. I can only move laterally. I can't rotate at all or I'll hit. So I should be able to see you the whole time. I should be able to see your shoulders, your collarbone, your belly button, everything. Okay, reach and reach. So this is stage 1. If that feels good, you're going to stay there. If you want a little more challenge, you're going to have your hands up. Elbows are high. And you're going to do the same thing here. Collapse and lift. Woo, a little more trunk here and up. And if you're doing this seated, I shouldn't see this. I don't want to see your butt cheek come off, right? We have to stay solid in those hips. Okay, here we go. So pick your poison and let's get started. We're going to be doing 30. So it's 15 each side. 3, 2, and 1. Pushing into the feet, whether you're standing or seated, is going to help you stay nice and grounded. Nice, everybody. Okay, remember you're in two sheets of glass. We can't rotate at all. Just tipping. It's like the I'm a little teapot dance. If any of you remember that, maybe it was just my generation. Okay, you are over halfway. Doreen remembers it. Nice. Last 10 here. Breathing. You'll notice if you're seated, it's actually kind of hard to keep your hips on the floor, on the surface. It's hard to not let that one butt cheek lift, right? It wants to. 5. Make sure those elbows aren't sinking, everybody. Keep them up. 3. 2. And 1. And then I'll give everyone a rest. Nice. Okay, that's a really long circuit, but I like it. So we're going to do your Staying Alive, Saturday Night Fever. Boom, boom, boom. Saturday Night Fever, boom, boom, boom. Smooth, we can call it like the trampoline wood chop. So bouncing off of the little trampolines on each side. And then we have our oblique reaching, either hands down or up, okay? So take 30 seconds, maybe a little less, and then we're gonna do all that again. If you need to switch out your band tension, now's the time. If you have, I say this most times, if you know that you have such a dominant side that your other side does better by following it, then lead that side first, that dominant side. If you're not sure, go ahead and switch the leading side now, okay? So, palm up, grab that band, close the fingers, thumb up, hitchhike. Here we go. 3, elbow leads, 2 and 1. Staying alive. Staying alive. I won't try and sing. I'll save everybody's ears. Over halfway here. Think of what shape your spine is in. Are you as tall as you could be? Or could you adjust? Last one here as a group. And awesome. Okay, switching sides. So I'm going to anchor with my other arm or other hand. Once again, palm up, just catch it. Thumb up. Okay, here we go. Leading with that elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and long in that neck. Nice. Last 5, everybody. Keep that breath going. Nice and long in the back of the neck. Have we forgotten the breath? Nice and slow breathing. And this is 5. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and grab your light object. If you used a ball last time and you want to use a bit of a weight and you have one, you can use that. It will be easier to get a smooth motion though with lighter weight. Okay, so little mini trampoline here, little mini trampoline here. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing. Think of it bouncing off. Getting taller with every hit. 2, 1. Take a little short break. 3, other side. 2, 1, and go. Almost there. Last one. And awesome. Good. Okay, so 2 versions here. We have our reaching down, or we have our elbows up. Okay. 15 on each side alternating. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Reach, keep those feet flat, planted, butt cheeks don't leave the chair. Okay, so we don't want to lift the hips. Every time you come back to neutral, you're getting taller. Halfway, everybody. Make sure your neck stays long. So we want to have a nice big gap between your ear and your shoulder, right? Staying lateral, so no twisting. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then take those arms down, give it a little break. Good. I'm going to time you for 30 seconds, and then we're doing this circuit one last time. So we'll be starting with your band again. If you alternated and you didn't have a dominant hand, then just pick whatever you want for this last one. All right, that was our 30 seconds. Here we go. Wrapping on one side, anchoring it. Palm up on the other one. 3, 2, last time, everybody. Elbow drives up, thumb up, hitchhike. Last 5. And 4. And 3. Nice. And 2. Focus on that shoulder blade. 1. And awesome. Okay, switch. You're almost done this exercise today. Don't forget about your spine shapes. Let's get a little taller, puff that chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Leading with the elbow and the thumb. As your arm goes up, I want you to think of your shoulder blade on that side gliding down your back. So it's like a lever almost. Over halfway here. Have you lost the breath? Or is it still there? Try and slow it down as best as you can. I know it's hard to do when we're doing work. Counting down. This is 4, 2, and 1, and awesome. Good. Okay. Go ahead and grab your ball or your light object. Okay, bouncing action. So trampoline, trampoline, or trampoline, trampoline. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and fluid. No wiggle parties in those hips. Keep that breath going. 4, 3, and take 10 seconds or less. Other side. 3, 2, and go. That was definitely less than 10 seconds, but we're all rock stars, so we can do it. People probably think I'm the worst counter. 8. Good. Last 5. And awesome. Okay, you're done with that. Very last time with our oblique reaches. So once again, version 2, version 1. Feel free to switch it up if you want. Here we go. 3, 2, and alternating 15 on each side. Keep the butt cheeks on the surface. So on the chair, on the couch, whatever you're sitting on. So we're only bending at that trunk, really using those oblique muscles, part of your core. These are the muscles that are in charge of this lateral bending. So that day you drop something and you have to reach down to the side to get it. This is that. Don't let those elbows sink. If you can help it. Halfway here. Everybody's doing great. 2, make sure your neck is long. Let's have some energy in those fingers since we're not holding anything. Last 5, everybody. 1. You're almost at home base. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Good job, everybody. Okay, so that is the workout today. Thank you all for coming. Just a quick note, because I see a couple people in here that are part of Ocean Insider Club while they're in between the cohorts. We have added 8 new workouts. So for those of you that are on the site, go ahead and check those out. There's 8 new workouts added up there. They're awesome. Some of them are continuations from the other ones. So if you've excelled above the other ones, you have something to go and look forward to. Okay, anybody have any questions or comments? Feel free to reach out. I'll stay on here for about a minute. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate seeing all of you.
Nice to see everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Doreen. Thanks, Janice. You look good in pink.
Yeah.
I never see you wear pink.
Ah.
I was Miss Pink in high school. I'll see you tomorrow, Megan.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, nice to
Bye,
see you,
everybody.
Bye.
Doreen. And is that Nicole co-hosting? Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah.
Thank you, Janice. Yes, it's me.
Really glad to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you.
Awesome. All right. Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Nicole.